And here's a story that everyone has been talking about, the extraordinary developments in the Adani Group. Late last night, the group's chairman made a surprising announcement.
After a fully subscribed FPO, yesterday's decision of his withdrawal would have surprised many. But considering the volatility of the market seen yesterday, our board strongly felt that it would not have been morally correct to proceed with the FPO.
This was Gautam Adani, the chairman of the Adani Group. A few days ago, he was the richest man in Asia. His business empire was worth over $200 billion. That's more than the GDP of many countries, like New Zealand, Hungary, Morocco, Slovakia, Sri Lanka, Oman, just to name a few. Now, his ports-to-power conglomerate is caught up in an ambush. The Adani Group has 10 companies listed on the Indian stock market. In 1 week, they have lost over $90 billion in market value. Mr. Adani himself saw his wealth decline by at least $50 billion. The bleeding continued today. Adani stocks fell further. So what is happening to this group? Well, there's lots to cover. We'll start with the latest. Mr. Adani's late-night announcement was about an FPO. What's that? It's about the sale of new Adani shares. And let me explain how this works. When a company goes public for the first time, it's called an IPO. That's initial public offering, IPO. The first time, people like you and I are allowed to buy shares in a company. After that, the company is listed on the stock market. Now, companies don't sell all the shares to the public. Sometimes the owners keep a bigger share of the pie themselves. They sell them in limited quantities and in different tranches to the market. Usually when they have to raise fresh cash or to pay off debts. That's when they launch an FPO. FPO is follow-on public offer. It offers a new lot of shares of the same company. And this is what the Adani Group was offering. More shares of Adani Enterprises. It's the flagship company of the conglomerate. The offering was successful. All the shares on offer were bought out. Investors paid $2.4 billion for them. But Mr. Adani decided to pull the plug.
For me, the interest of my investor is paramount and everything is secondary. Hence, to insulate the investors from potential losses, we have withdrawn the FPO. This decision will not have any impact on our existing operations as well as our future plans.
What is he referring to? Right now, Adani shares are trading at a much lower value. The new investors had paid a premium for the same shares. So they would have suffered a loss, which is why Mr. Adani withdrew the offer. All the money, the entire $2.4 billion, will be returned to the investors. This is an extraordinary move. But given the circumstances, it was perhaps necessary. The Adani Group is under attack by a research firm called the Hindenburg Research. It is based in New York. On the 24th of January, it published a report. It claimed that the Adani Group is engaged in stock market manipulation. It questioned the company's alleged use of tax havens. Hindenburg said the Adani Group is pulling off a con, and that's not all. It is betting on the group to fail. And this is typical Hindenburg. They have a long history of doing this. They have taken what investors call a short position against Adani. What is a short position? It's like a bet for the price of a stock to go down. So Hindenburg is betting on this stock to fall, and it could potentially make money off this. The Adani Group has been fighting these allegations on every front. A few days back, it published a 413-page rebuttal. It termed the allegations an attack on India itself. I had that statement with me. Let me read out from that statement. This is not merely an unwarranted attack on any specific company, but a calculated attack on India. The independence, integrity, and quality of Indian institutions and the growth story and ambition of India. The statement came out on the 29th of January. It was meant to assure investors. So far, it hasn't. The next few weeks are critical. This is a developing story. We'll keep you posted.